Eliana. So we're getting into the thick of it this time.
Yeah, both these players being very, very proficient in what they do. I love Neo Juice because at the very start you can see Pomme on the platform jump off and then assume her position. Anyways, Elliana, we saw earlier, Kib just kind of dismantled constantly. Synthesis was always in overheat, always in disadvantage, just getting punished for everything. I assume here, because Sparx is just an amazing player, I think ranked 15th Season 6 of RCS. We're going to see probably a little bit better Steam management, turning it on when he wants to, more so than anything else.
Just like that, we're actually seeing a similar situation to what we saw right at the previous Elliana match versus Kib, though. Maintaining their distance on the outside, and we're seeing overheat one more time. 76% onto Pomme. So they're definitely doing a better job when it comes to recovering and using the defensive options, however, as the dash attack is going to hit on the mark and uses a couple of firsts to just fly their way across the stage.
Yeah, that dash attack, what you want to be doing is, well, what Sparx wanted to do was preferably DI out so that he's not going to get like forward aired or up aired at 160. But because you're at 160, the raw dash attack will kill. And actually a pretty good rocket there coming out from Sparx to pop the rock, to pop the mine, I mean.
Yeah, beautiful recognition.
Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful recognition on the distance that the knockback was going to actually take away that stock. So good on Sparx to actually try to keep it as close as possible. Kib not letting up though. Vincent is going to come out. A couple of up airs for 64%. Vincent going to come out, but this time is not going to hit on the mark. Similar strategy to what we saw before, and it's being pretty effective versus Elliana.
Yeah, Kib's punish game is just so brutal, especially against heavyweights like this, that even though you have some of the best DI in the world, it doesn't matter that much when Kib is on the sticks.
They're trying to go for that up strong in the air, Elliana was. Actually reversing the fair to get some momentum in and try to go for another option. The good recognitions onto Kib so far, but now Sparx maintaining the Pomme at a distance just so they can feel uncomfortable when it comes throughout the entirety of the stage. Unfortunately, the same situation on overheat that we saw beforehand is gonna cost Sparx that stock.
Yeah, it seems like he just got a little greedy there, kind of wanting to go for something with overheat. Wasn't ready for the situation in which he was so low that he had to up B, and just kind of ended up dying.
It's coming out one more time, 110% onto the Pomme as we rack up the damage a lot more. The rocket this time not going to be enough. Just using those wall of music, and the sound is going to come out forward strong by Elliana. 47% of extra credit.
Yeah, keep doing a really good job of clearing that smoke. You can see instead of the steam being so low to the ground, he almost immediately like throws it up into the air where it really doesn't matter. Ooh. And throws his opponent into the air as well and cleans up that stock with a nice double up air.
Really good job done by Kip. So we see Sparx maybe do some adjustments this time. Staying with the same characters, and we're going to go into the tutorial grid this time. So no platforms, up close and personal, no projectiles. Well, a lot of projectiles by Elliana, but rather no platforms to actually deal with any type of projectile. So it could be a little dangerous when it comes to Pomme.
Yeah, but at the same time, as long as Sparx manages to correctly manage his steam level and make sure to not be an overheat for as long as he is right now, he'll do pretty well with the rocket spacing and able to kind of control neutral a lot better against this Pomme.
Yeah, Nicole definitely, as you mentioned, 129% now onto the Elliana. Kip is definitely not ending up when it comes to the combo game. Vincent is going to come out, but it's not going to hit with anything. That up air is definitely going to do it, and Sparx is looking a little hazy when it comes to defensive options. We are seeing that Elliana is definitely one of the heaviest characters in the game, and it's so combo friendly too.
Combo friendly is definitely one way to put it. As we see Kim just carry this Elliana across the stage repeatedly. Doesn't matter what stock you're on, he doesn't really care to ask. Just kind of throws you across the stage. Sparx getting something started though. 72% on Pomme, and now an edge guard situation, really favorable for Elliana. Elliana loves to be in this kind of situation where she can just kind of throw out a big forward strong and just hope you fall into it.
Yeah, the mix-up and the angles with using the wall of music as well. It's been such a good job by Kip overall. Now we're trying to see Sparx actually maintaining stage control for a lot more right at the middle of game 2. actively trying to get the stock as soon as possible as well.
Yeah, it seems like Kip's evasiveness is just really, really good right now. Like Sparx is rarely able to get a straight hit like that, and it leads to extra credit mounting up to 120% on Sparx. And he will constantly have an uphill battle to climb as long as Kib keeps up this evasiveness.
So go for the up air one more time. Combinations with Vince are definitely the name of the game. Kip one stock away from actually sending Sparx to loser's side. So really impressive showing by the Pomme, and as soon as I continue to see the Pomme, it makes me want to pick up the character, not gonna lie.
Yeah, Pomme can be pretty controlling, especially with the fact that she has both a projectile and a projectile eater in the form of the bodyguard Vince. Just kind of throwing that smoke up in the air, as you'll see. It'll eat the rocket fist. It'll do so much for you, and just allow you to two-stock. Never mind. Sparx keeping it close, making me my words a little bit. I wanted to predict just a tad. It feels good to do so, but Sparx keeping me humble. I respect it.
Hey, Mako Stojamis is gonna quietly go away just for a little bit this time, but 108%, definitely a lead that does not mean that Elliana cannot make this comeback. Now, never mind.
Upstrong is so big. Upstrong is just so big. And a down tilt Upstrong, yeah, just gonna take that that last stock from Sparx, and Gabe, I believe, from what I heard earlier, makes top 8.
Versus Sparx too, which is a very
Sparx?
impressive placing.